Okay, hello everyone. I have another video from Trader Jim, but you're actually watching a live trade. This is a simulated account, but I've been testing this template, and it's basically a Superenco 8 with money management trailing a stop at 10 ticks, trailing the volatility stop at 10 ticks. But this works really well on these Superenco 8 bars because you trail your stop really tight, and my profit target is only 40 ticks, but at 25 ticks I'm trailing by bars, and it has a 350 goal. Now this has been trading for quite a while, so there's on Friday I think is where I started trading this chart on several different charts at random times, and it hit its goal here, and then I wasn't paying attention to it. It kept trading. Actually, these were the rest of the trades. And there's no time constraint on this. It just trades 24/7, but I've had the AutoTrader button off and on at times. But anyway, you can see here it's just about to hit its goal, and it's trailing the stop by bars, and it's either going to get stopped out or hit its goal, and it'll be up for the day. This is the profit over a couple of days here. Actually, there's another chart here from Friday. And see there, it just looks like it got stopped out by the trailing bar stop. But this was from Friday as well. And a couple of nice trades here. It was all over in 5 minutes. I actually made a live video of this. So what I'm going to do is make several days of these live videos and then kind of piece them together and speed them up, and you'll be able to see the trades. But this is filtered by the simple moving average 14, and then the other one is filtered by the adaptive moving average. Well, actually, this is the adaptive moving average. I think the other one was simple, but it works great as a filter. There's times where it filters out some trades like this short right here, and then long here was filtered out so you don't get whipsawed. Works pretty well. Anyway, great video from Trader Jim. Let's have a look.
Thursday, June 2nd, a couple of minutes before the open. So today I have an dentist appointment, very unpleasant. So I'm just going to trade these two templates. So the 24 Superenco that I've been talking about last week. Again, this week it hit its target so far every day. Well, so far we only had Tuesday and Wednesday. Monday was a holiday. And the open range filter, that's the larger chart, and that's going to start at 9. Well, they're both going to start at 9:30. So I was very happy to hear that the trader who has been trying the decision point on a 15-minute chart got funded, passed his evaluation using this approach, which is great. The only thing is, if you remember, I said, stay on sim for 300 setups, means take 300 trades before you try an evaluation. The reason I said that is because trading the decision point is going to give you a lot of winners. So it might begin to look almost easy. But the thing is, there will come a point when you're going to hit, 2, 3, 4, 5 losing trades in a row. Not maybe, it will happen. If you trade long enough using this approach, it will happen. So you don't know how you're going to react to that unless you experience it. So if you run 300 trades in sim, chances are it will happen to you. And that will just give you the experience and the confidence, because you're going to see the other trader recover from multiple losing trades in a row. And that's going to give you the confidence to pass the evaluation and then get funded and then keep the funded account, which is, I think, a lot more important than just passing the evaluation. In any case, we're going to open up soon. I don't mean to, I'm very happy that you passed the evaluation. Keep going. Just be careful and realize there will come a time when things will not be so smooth, and so you're going to have to be able to handle it. Anyway, we are opening up. So the Superenco is now set up to take a short because high time frame is bearish. We're below the moving average. It's a limit order, so we will not fill. Here we go. So we're filled now. All right. Yeah, I think it's a 15-point stop targeting $200. That was quick. So $200 is hit on a 24 Super Ankle full automation with some positive slippage. So let's take a look at the open range. So there was no short because there are too many red bars in a row. If there are similar color bars, consecutive similar color bars, the other trader is going to look for a retracement. So takes a short now and stops me out right away. So down 600. So this one trades 2 contracts and targets 750. So we have another short now. Again, I don't like trades too far from the open range. This one is not too far. This one is acceptable, but just. If it was any lower, I would have closed this trade and just waited. This one is okay. I'm going to let it trade. Overall, for myself, actually, I am bullish. I think we're going to see higher prices for today, but the other trader, of course, has no bias. So whatever qualifies it takes. So we have a qualified short both on a 24 Super Ankle and on this open range filter trade. They are coming down. And target is hit. This one got some negative slippage, but that's okay. It balances out. So yeah, I'm very happy that this happened fast. These 2 trades took, let's see now, less than 2 minutes. So in less than 2 minutes, both of these templates hit their targets. Yeah, the Super Ankle did well again this week. I think it was Tuesday though when it took a loss first, before then hitting the target. Overall, like I said, they probably should be seeing higher prices, but really, I don't think I'll feel like trading after coming home from the dentist. So if I won't feel like trading in the afternoon, I'll just do something tomorrow morning, maybe more decision points. And just one last thing I want to say for this morning is that, if you find something that works for you, I'm showing different things in these videos because I know that people are comfortable with different things. But if you find something that works for you, if you find something you're comfortable with, you really should not be looking at anything else. Because I know some of you want that template for the 24 Super Ankle. I have no problem sharing it, but understand there are some limitations to full automation, so just be aware. And also, again, if you are comfortable trading the 15-minute decision point, the way I showed it in past videos, you really should not be looking at anything else. What you should be doing is you should be trying to perfect that approach. Because like I said, some setups are better than others. Some decision points are higher probability trades than others. And so instead of looking at different things and losing focus on that and perfect that. Okay, so I am planning to add something to this, just not sure if it's going to be this afternoon or tomorrow morning, so we'll just see. All right, Friday the 3rd. And so what you're looking at here is the 24 Super Ankle fully automated template. It has a higher time frame filter, which is 3 minutes. It has an EMA. So right now, if the market was to open right now, it would probably, it would look for a short trade because the higher time frame is bearish, as identified by the pink background. The EMA is red and sloping down, red bars. So it would definitely be a short trade if the market was to open right now. As I suspected yesterday, after the dentist appointment, I was just in no any kind of mood for trading. And even if I, could record something, it would be quite difficult to understand what I was saying. In any case, the goal for today, so just run this template, which should not take long, and then try and find some decision points using the 15-minute chart. So we are a minute or so away from the open. So this template starts at 9:30. So it's not going to do anything, even though the AutoTrader is on. The template specifies that starting time is 9:30. Market open. So just going to wait here. Okay, so it should be a short right out of the gate because, like I said, everything is bearish on the template right now. A bearish higher time frame, bearish EMA, red bars. So remember, it's a limit order and it just hit now. So the AutoTrader is in a short, again, trading one contract, targeting 200. Wow, that was fast. A little bit of negative slippage, but the AutoTrader is done. And I think it took something like 20 seconds. Yeah, it was just about 20 seconds. That's how long it took the AutoTrader to hit $200 target right out of the gate. All right, so I see a decision point around 716 right there. So I'm going to draw a box around 716. So maybe from 714 or so, maybe all the way up to around 724. Again, this is not an exact science, but you should know that's something I did not cover yet, but I think I should mention that. Okay, first of all, let's take a look at a 15-minute chart again, just to show why 16. So you see that first wick on a bar on the left, the red bar on the left. That's what the wick is, and that's the first decision point. But it can go all the way up to the highest wick of first red bar in that sequence, which is right around like 748, maybe 750. Here's what you should know. As far as the size of the box, sometimes I draw them wide and sometimes narrow. The narrower the box, the smaller the box is, the more aggressive the trade is, because if you have both longs and shorts clicked, it could chop you. It could go take a short and then go through the upper edge and take a long. So the larger box, for example, if I drew the box from 714 up to maybe 760, then the market would really have to prove that it wants to go higher to take a long trade. Of course, the drawback is you're kind of late on the move. So this being Friday, I'm kind of hoping maybe I can just kind of catch the move as soon as it happens. But you should know, narrow boxes, when both longs and shorts are clicked, are more aggressive. Going back to what I was saying yesterday, that you need some experience with this. You need a few hundred setups in Sim just to see all the different possibilities, I guess, that you can have, and then you will know which decision points you want to participate in, which you don't, and what size box you want to draw. So that does take some experience. In any case, nothing to do here but wait. We are below, obviously, 716 right now. Hoping price will come there so we can participate in the trade. If not, I will just, again, with a 15-minute chart, you have to wait and you have to be patient. So let's see what's going to happen here. Okay, so we entered the box and a short trade because the price came down from below the edge. So now let's see. $150 target on one contract. So you see why it's a decision point. You see them kind of trying to figure out which way they want to take it. Okay, so now price went through the top. We took a loss on the short, and the AutoTrader flipped long. So that's what I was talking about when I said when you draw the box too close, it could result in this kind of a flip. But if they keep on going higher, I am early on the move. So that is the trade-off. It's more aggressive because it could chop you. On the other hand, if there is a strong move, you will be in it much sooner. So now looks like, yeah, well, they put me back in the short, took me out of the long. So this, and now right back up. So, all right, this is an example of a chop. So this was the wrong decision. The right decision would have been to draw a wider box where the market would have to prove to me that they indeed want to go higher by breaking through the wicks that are higher up, maybe right around 760. Narrow box was the wrong call in this situation. Now, I'm not concerned, even though I'm down 700, price is not going to stay here. And as I'm taking another loss and another short, oh boy. All right, down over 1,000. Again, not concerned. As I was saying, they do this. Unfortunately, the box is too narrow. And you can see, this is a good example. You can see what a narrow box could do as I am flipped to the long side down 1,200 and change. Yeah, so that is bad. However, the Nasdaq is going to move, and the AutoTrader will recover, taking another loss down 1,500 and change. You know what? It's a good thing this happened, because now you're going to see the magic of the AutoTrader. This is going to be good. Why should you trade with the AutoTrader? Watch the rest of this trade as it unfolds. It looks bad now, right? Trading one contract, I need to make up 1,500 and change just to break even. I'm going to also talk about the fact that if you're trading a $25,000 account without any cushion, without growing the account, the $1,500 drawdown would have disqualified you. That's a point to keep in mind. When you're just starting, especially a $25,000 account, you might want to stick with micros. Maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 micros just until you go beyond the trailing threshold and you have maybe $2,500, $3,000 of drawdown, because you know what I always say, don't take the money, grow the account. Much more important. I have $10,000 over the threshold in this account. All my accounts have at least $10,000 in when I start the month after the withdrawal, because of this kind of thing could happen. And I want to make sure, because I know the AutoTrader will recover. The question is, what about the allowed drawdown? So as long as I have enough ammunition, I know the AutoTrader can recover and still hit my target. And well, moving lower now, moving pretty fast. So I know I could close the trade now and that'd be pretty much break even, coming back from a $1,500 drawdown. But I'm not going to do that because I know that, again, even though I made a mistake with a narrow box, I should have made it a little larger. This way, I would still have taken losses on a short trades, probably, depending on what my stop would have been, but I would not be chopped on the long side. So I wouldn't be down as much, and then by now, I would have made up the loss and hit the target of 150. But that's okay. Actually, you know what? As I said, I'm glad this happened, because I think just yesterday I was mentioning how it is guaranteed at some point you're going to hit 5 or 6 losses in a row. And unless you have the confidence, which comes from experience, knowing that the AutoTrader can recover, even though it might look bad and say, wow, with just one contract, can I really make up 1,500 and still hit my target? Well, I'm going to keep the recording running and you will see why the AutoTrader is so essential in trading and why people who use this AutoTrader, specifically this AutoTrader, because of all the features that it has, have a tremendous edge over other retail traders. So I'll just be quiet now, just gonna leave the recording running. Might take a while. If it takes too long, I'll just edit the video so that you won't have to sit through 40 minutes of nothing. So look at this, price comes all the way back after I was pretty much even, and now price comes all the way back, right? So that's a point where your emotions might take over. You know, it's like, I should have taken that profit, or at least break even. But no, I'm not worried. Price is not going to stay here. It's going to move well over 100 points. Now, $1,500 is what? It's 75 points. Price is going to move well over 100 points from this area right here before 4 p.m. How long it's going to take, I don't know. All right, so I'm just going to leave the recording running, leave the trade going, and we'll see what's going to happen. All right, here they come. They're almost there, almost there. And here is my target. So this was a long trade, not a smooth trade by any means, but I had no doubt at any point that price will eventually hit my target. It's just that unfortunately I had to wait like half an hour, just about, maybe a bit less, for this move to happen. So if I squish the chart here, hold on, let me. If I just squish the chart, so you can see, look at that chop, right? So what was my mistake here? Well, when I say mistake, because it's after the fact. After the fact, I can look at this and say, well, I should have drawn my box larger, right? Because then I would not have chopped and taken a number of long trades, which ended up losing trades. And then I would have not have as large of a drawdown. I went for the aggressive approach because if price was to break through, I would have just been in sooner on that move. But it is definitely much more aggressive if you have both longs and shorts enabled to draw the box so narrow. 10 points is really narrow. I should have made it large enough to allow price to break through the top of those other wicks, which were around 760. So look, it wasn't smooth. At the end, my target was hit, and the reason I was confident, it's only because I've seen this happen dozens and dozens, and if you include backtesting, hundreds and hundreds of times. So again, that's why I encourage, if that's the kind of approach you want to take, I encourage you guys to have a few hundred setups before you attempt any evaluation, because then you will see worst case scenarios. And this here pretty much, if not the absolute worst, very close to the worst scenario for me to take, so many losses. It did happen before. And again, because of the cushion that I have in the account, I wasn't concerned. But if you have a $25,000 account, then for sure you want to be trading micros. So maybe 4 micros, for example, and then would you be going for 150? No, you would be going for maybe $70. Now, $70 is not exciting, right? But 70 times 20 is $1,400 a month. After 2 months, you have $2,800. Once you have $2,800, you don't take the money. Maybe then you increase to 7 micros, and maybe then you're going for $90 to $100 for another month. Then you have between 4,000 and 5,000, and now you are ready for maybe one E-mini. So that's my advice. Hope you enjoyed this pretty difficult trade. Not for me, of course. The AutoTrader was doing all the work, but it was definitely not a one and done. In any case, I am done for today. Please leave comments as always. Please leave a like and make another video next week.